EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the heart of Spain and the magnificent Santiago Bernabeu in the capital city of Madrid. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Wright. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Commanders 0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Okay,
Looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion comes the tight end left. To the air goes Daniels. And not nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready, turn 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19, 70 Ranger, 70. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
25-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw incomplete. The Dolphins at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he whips that one incomplete there. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
19 tight. Ready.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter play. Now he's going to step up and run. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. That's hurt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Daniels. The try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. 7-7, our score after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
60 average. Warriors 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakakwo, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Willis will look to throw it. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The 16-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Willis looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the gun, here's Willis. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19.
Here's Willis. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Last play of the half, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the 1st half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Commanders' first down.
Ready, 19, 65,
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's ETN. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 7. 19 Lion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He'll complete this one. Biakakway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Mustang 19. Come on. 60 pounds, 60 pounds.
Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Buffalo 18.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
18. 77 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got the connection downfield to Atwell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Dolphins First
Here we go.
Now Willis. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 60.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, here's Taylor. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Bronco 80.
Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, smash. Cougar 79 Bronco. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
70 Ranger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on. Hey, track 60, Warrior 70. Ready.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Throw to the right, caught by a Cockrell.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 18 Rattlers.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Dolphins 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go, check. Ready? Go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Willis. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Let's go now.
2nd
Dragon
and a
6,
yard.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Throwing, Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
It's a gain of 37.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Patterson now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That will tie the game. 28 all. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Right about the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's got McLaurin. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig alert, rig alert. Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
65, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does.